Hello tarot friends, we're back with a flip through and impressions of the Fountain Tarot, and we're going to get right into it. So this is the 5 of coins, and this 5 of coins is, okay there, I got some focus. This 5 of coins, for me, I feel so much drawn into this. Like, I really feel it empathically. The sorrow and the struggle and the just emotionally, I feel a very strong emotional connection when I see this card. It just draws me in like so many do in this deck. The Ace of Coins. The Ace of Coins, we've got the greenery again. We've got sort of steps. I love the texture and the patterns, and there's this other shape, and all these lines going up to here, and all of these pointing in this direction, and then this strange shape here, which could be 2 hands holding the coin, or could be some type of structure, or something else entirely. So there's the Ace of Coins and the large coin there. Yeah, I mean, it's a good card. They're all so good. The 8 of Cups, you've got that walking away. And then the cups, like a lot of the items in the cards, are see-through, so they're able to be right over top of the person that's walking away. So they're not shown as broken. They're just stacked up in sort of a pip style format. And yet then there you have the imagery of the walking away. And then you've also got the light and the dark and the light. And yeah, so that's that card. Here's the Fool, just running and leaping, looking very much like a dancer, looking very able to just be free and open his or her body wide and just take great leaps. And this Fool, to me, doesn't have an impression, doesn't give to me, I'm trying so hard to get this to focus, it doesn't give to me the impression that the Fool is jumping off, but jumping across. And so you don't get the sense of foolhardy or, unwise. You just see that ability to be open and to be free. So that's good. And then with the 3 of Cups, you've got the 3 hands holding the cups. And one thing I really like about this card is how the 2 cups empty into the bottom cup, which then empties out. And again, there's a lot of light, like this. Even the water is so airy and light and energetic, like it could be streams of energy rather than streams of water. The King of Swords is a curiosity, I suppose, with this weird striped body or replacement for a body. But on the other hand, again, you've got the triangular shape, and everything is all moving in that direction. And as for the King of Swords, this is definitely one of the odder ones, but I don't hate it or anything, just haven't fully grasped it yet. The 4 of Cups, and again, like you see 1 cup, and then there are 4 boxes or other types of containers, and Just the energy of this does give you pretty much everything you need from the four. Oh, there they are. There's 3 cups down there, 1 up there. And this is, to me, I think it's a really good representation of the 3 of Cups. The Page of Coins reminds me of the TV show, just because I want to say it, it's gone from me. Little House on the Prairie TV show with little Laura Ingalls and her sister running through the fields and falling down. That's just a personal thing, I think. But it's a happy thing. So you've got the Page of Coins, and she's holding the coin, and there's this very large sort of force field or something around the coin, and her body sort of disappears into the grass. Now this, I find the 6 of Swords to be quite incredible. Rather than having the swords be in the boat, the swords are behind the boat, sort of pushing it forwards, sort of slooshing through the water. They're above the water, they're below the water, and they're in that triangular shape again, where everything is pointed towards a singular point. I like, again, this card shows the same concept as the Rider-Waite, but from a different angle. 3 of Swords. This one is interesting. And we have this glass, which I think, this glass heart, which I think just makes a lot of sense for swords. If I could put that into words, I would, but I don't think I can. And I like how the swords all meet right here at the point of this mountain. All of the lines go in that direction. I mean, there's... Artistically, these cards are perfect. Here's an Ace of Cups. And you don't even need to see that to know that's the Ace of Cups. That is 100% fantastic Ace of Cups. Here's the Knight of Cups, and I like how he looks sort of more like a monk. He's got the cup on top of his head. He looks like he's sitting at the very edge of a waterfall. But yeah, he's ready to be calm and meditate, serene. I like how he's on a quest, but not an outer quest. He's on an inner quest, which I think is really perfect for the Knight of Cups. So that's a really great depiction for the Knight of Cups. Here is the Knight of Swords. Whoa. I literally just dropped my phone out of my hands. I am getting tired. Yeah. This is great because you see the energy. You see the rushing, and you see that sword energy. And sort of, I always think of the Knight of Swords as very much the knight in shining armor who's charging into battle with his swords blazing. So here you don't have the horse, you have the person, and he's running up this very colorful stairs. He's got his sword brandished, and he's almost invisible. So I don't know, that's fascinating in its way. Oh, this is amazing. 2 of Coins is my stalker card. I love this hand coming up out of the water. I love this detailing here. When I first saw it, this absolutely to me looked like tattoos, whereas it's really not tattoos. But again, it's one of those, like, this deck is just so perfect for sort of optical illusions. Your eyes playing tricks on you. Here's another one of those. The 3 of Wands. And when I look at it, I see a martini cup right here. and there's the stem of the cup, and then there's like straws. The wands are straws. And this cup is probably not there, but yet I see it every time I look. Queen of Wands. I love this because of the energy of it's very sunshiny. You have fire, but it's a different kind of fire. Normally the Queen of Wands has more of a red, orange fire, like a passion. But this Queen of Wands is lighthearted, and she's got the fire energy, but it's more, rather than the heat of the sun, it's from the sun itself, it's like the sun over the sun light. And, and if you look very carefully, you can see that she does indeed have her black cat down there. And it is hard to see. Oh, I hate how the focus is going in and out, in and out. Five of Wands, this one reminds me of... Okay, so the Five of Wands is generally kind of sparring among young boys or something like that. So this reminds me of the book and movie of the Lord of the Flies, where we have the young boys fighting, only their little skirmish is much more serious than the Five of Wands sometimes depicts. They are fighting to the death, literally. So, but this, what comes to mind when I see that card? The Seven of Coins. I love the lovingness that you see, the loving care that you see with this farmer for his crops. And it reminds me of Jackson from the Gilmore Girls, who is the vegetable man, and he goes out one night to sleep with his zucchini because there may or may not be a frost. So he is going to protect his zucchini, and that's just really the feeling I get from this guy here, that he's really very nurturing and protective of his crops that he's growing. Here is the Star card, which is different. If you look closely, you'll see the star itself isn't actually a star in the sky, it's a star shape. And again, you've got this triangle shape in the background. And this star looks a little bit like a pole dancer, which in some ways I don't love, but it's still a good card. I don't sound like I believe that, but it really is, but it does make me think of a pole dancer. We'll have to think about that more. Of course, Ace of Wands. Yeah, I like this. I mean, it's just simplified and has its power and glory and grandeur. It's just very there. It's just very standing there in a very masculine way. The Seven of Wands, everything the Seven of Wands needs to be is there. The Two of Wands, I like this, how it looks like being held as chopsticks. And then holding this type of bubbly type of thing. Or not even holding, but the bubble might be in front of the hand. There's a little play on it, so you see the shadow, so it could be coming in front of, or it could be inside of the hand, whatever it is. So that has its interesting aspect. And then here we have the Nine of Cups. I know I had some thoughts on that Nine of Cups. I'm just going to leave it right there now. And I'm going to be so tired. So I don't know if I'll be able to get to this until tomorrow. But, good night, tarot friends. Like, share, subscribe, and until next time, blessed be.